Yes, for financially of our family and our education, we go and collect the coconuts. So we sell the coconuts and get a little bit of money from it. And then in the spare time of my dad in the evening, we went fishing as he used to get the net, and me and my dad go fishing to help with our food to eat because we hardly have meat to eat. We got no power in that time. We used those kerosene lamp. It was very fun to have that lamp at home.
Was it hard for your parents to financially support all 11 kids and put them in school?
It was very hard, but as I said, me and my two older sisters, we helped our mother to uh, go and help our father in the garden, as well as we make some handicraft to sell in. When those cruises came to Tonga, we sell some weaving basket. My mom used to get some sales, and also the tapa she make it. So we help my mother to make that so she can go and sell when the cruise came.
Can you tell me that story you told me about how you guys used to sit under the table and you probably only have one bread the whole day?
Yes, it's very, we hardly eat, we don't eat bread. Once a week we have bread, so it's not easy for us to get the money. Although the bread is only 10 cents for one bread, we still cannot afford it to buy the bread. So when we have the bread, we all sit and we have to share the piece of bread. But I was always steal my own two older sisters' bread. I have to make some fun, and when they look away, I grab their bread and eat it. And then my mom give me a hiding. But anyway, I already full my stomach, so it was very fun. They never get angry of it. They loved it.
What about in school? Can you tell me how you were quite smart in school and they always announced the results in the radio?
Yes, at school, me and one of my sister and about four of my brothers, we go to the primary school. It's next door to us. And then one of my sisters, she wasn't very brainy. She go to we go class one, class two. That's we go here year one, year two, class one, class two, class three. So for me, I go class one. We call in the end of the term, they call it you are the captain of the class because if you come first in the class. So from me, I from class one to class six, I was the captain of the class one to class six, and I always have a present is about maybe a bar of lolly, but not chocolate. You know the jelly bean lollies. That's our favorite lollies in those days because that's the cheap one. And my other sister is my dad used to be proud coming there to the school end of the year school because he will listen to me. But one of my sister she didn't make it any every time. If the class is 10, she will be number 10. If every year she's the same. And when we have exam to pass to the intermediate, she failed 3 times, and my dad have to go and ask the principal of the intermediate, can she go? So one of my sisters stay instead of her to go to high school.
And they swapped, they used.
Yes, they swap. They swap because my sister was crying, but because it's very shameful for her to stay back, repeat it again in year six for fourth time. So she does the same. She wasn't too brainy, but I'm surprised here she get a very good job.
Okay, maybe hold it like this if it helps you better, like that, like with your hand.
Like
Just
this?
because are you shaking a little bit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so hold like this instead if that helps you. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. That's good. What was it like for you when you first moved here to New Zealand?
I moved here to New Zealand. I was 19 years old.
You can look at the phone too.
My father's younger sister came here in 1970s, so he wanted to help all his brothers to bring one of their children here. And so she asked my dad if I could come here, but my dad refused. So I just do it myself when I came here. When I arrived here in the 5th of November 1985, I was very tiny. I looked really funny because I was too black, and I didn't really enjoy the first year I was here because I miss home.
What did you miss most about home?
I missed we all sit and share our food. I miss the environment because we only have one big bedroom at home, and we all sleep in one room, and we all sleep on the floor. I was so shameful when I come to my auntie's house, when I have to go and have a warm shower. I have to go and the proper bathroom, and also when I come to sleep on a nice mattress, I feel so shameful. At the same time, I was getting very boring when I hear the radio. They all talk in English. I can speak English, but I was too shy to speak because when I pronounce the word, it sounds very funny. But now I'm getting used to it.
That's cool. Okay, so just make sure you're stable and go up a bit. Yep. Because by the end of your answers, you're down.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll say I only got two. Can you tell me about what you want to do with your life? You want to go on a Pacific cruise?
Next Monday I will be 49 years old, and then April the 18th of 2017 I will be 50. So I already asked my children, can they please pay me so I can go on the cruise. The reason why I want to go on the cruise, because I was the one I sold the handicraft of my mother at home. When this handicraft when the cruise came, if it's school day I have to stay back so I can come with my mom. And when they come, the people come, the passenger come, they look around the handicraft, and this was me with the lei or the basket where the mom said. I said, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You two like to buy a basket? Sometimes they say no. I said, excuse me, $2. If they don't say, oh, sorry, oh, $1. $1 is enough. Unless I wanted to sell it. It was so funny because my mom didn't speak English much, and my dad was not there. So my mom's friends in the neighbor of here, they sold because they know how to speak English. But my two sisters, they were very shy. They wanted to go to school. But for me, I didn't feel like, sometimes I feel shy, but I need to go and do it. Otherwise, my dad give me a hiding. Because no one else can be doing speaking English. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Even if they didn't want to look at me, I crossed to the other side and said, excuse me, would you like to buy this? This is, I made it last night. It's new. So that's how we to make some money for us.
You got to stabilize and you're going down. Okay, so up again.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that question I was going to ask? So, can you say ever since then you always thought it's your dream to
Yes, ever since then I always wanted to be on the cruise. I always want how is inside the cruise, because in those days we didn't have a car at home. My dad used to make a canoe so he can pedal the canoe, take us to school, because we have to cross in the sea to get to the capital, so where the high school is. So when we cross past where the cruises are, I look at the big ferry and I wonder what is inside there. I wish to eat nice, because there was some nice smell from there, like bread, or when they cook their breakfast. I wanted to know what they have inside there. And when I came here to New Zealand, although I ate that, but I always want to be in the cruise so I can go to the Pacific cruise, so I can walk out in my hometown. And they see me. I used to sell the handicraft. I'm one of the passenger coming over there. Wow, fantastic. Love it.
Okay, cool. Go closer. Okay, keep going. Yep. Up closer. Yep, right there. Can you tell me about your kids, your family?
Yes, I came here. I settled here in my life in 1988. I get married, and get three boys with a Samoan guy, and he died in 1993. So I stayed single for 2 years, and then one of my ex-boyfriend in the intermediate, I met it in the flea market in Avondale. So I dated him, and he was still interested in me, because he looked at me. I look much beautiful than where I am in Tonga. So I married him again and settled with two children. We raised our kids in a good way. I was so disciplined to the kids. Although I know it's forbidden here to smack the kids, I smack them. And I told them there's no friends at school, not at home. And I take them many times to Tonga so they can see how I grow up with my family. We sleep no mattress. We walk in the mud. We still go to the bathroom, that unproper bathroom, but still they still loves to go there. I show them the food we eat. I show them how why we have to help our family in Tonga compared to them here, because in Tonga we didn't have any lunch to take to school. We just pick some fruits or take some leftover umu from the other day and eat it at school. But they are so lucky. We didn't wear any shoes to school. We just walk with bare feet. But over here it's far different, so they can tell the difference. But now in my life and my family, I got all my three boys are in teenage. Uh, they get they got in a good life. They still helping me and helping aunties and uncles and cousins and mom and family and brothers and sisters. That's our culture. We need to help each other. And the main thing I like them to go is church.
Okay, cool. Okay, the last one. Um, oh no, actually, that's all good. Any last words? What's the best thing you love about being Tongan?
The best thing I love to being Tongan, no one will take off my Tongan. Because when I'm getting old, I wanted to go back to Tonga and live there, and I want myself to bury it in Tonga. Because when I was young, I grew up in that environment. It's different from here. I used to climb on coconut trees and climb on pawpaw trees and make the vanilla beans, the flour. I always um, make the beans to help my dad to raise up some money. So when I get old, I already told my children, if I die one day, can they please take me to Tonga and bury me in Tonga? I love to be a Tongan.
Okay, awesome. Okay, stop it.